What's up guys, it's Grant. So today I thought I would put together a video talking about some of my favorite locations for tournaments. I've been fortunate enough to compete in karate for about 12 years now, and one huge thing that comes into consideration when deciding to go to a tournament or not is obviously the location. Of course, the competition itself is probably the most important factor when going to a tournament, but when you have time off, it's nice to be somewhere that you're interested in exploring. So today I'm going to be ranking my 3 favorite tournament locations from the places that I've been to so far. So let's start off with my 3rd favorite tournament location, Ottawa. Ottawa hosts the Canadian national team tryout every year, so it's somewhere that I've been to a good amount of times. The hotel that I stay at usually has suite style rooms at like the rate of a normal hotel room, so that's pretty awesome and it's comfortable hanging out in the room. After going to the event lots of times, I learned about a lot of things in the surrounding area, like restaurants, parts of the city and things like that. And actually the tournament itself is about a 10 or 15 minute walk from the Parliament building, which is obviously cool to visit. Even after seeing it multiple times, it's still cool to go there. It's something awesome to see. Another thing that I really like is how I'm still traveling somewhere and getting to, experience the city, but I still feel at home because obviously it's in Canada. So for these reasons, I picked Ottawa as my 3rd choice. Now, moving on to my 2nd favorite tournament location, which was Cadiz, Spain. Cadiz, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, was the location for the 2011 World Championships. This was the first World Championships that I went to after being called up since I was in an alternate position. For those of you that don't know, an alternate is basically the position given to the 5th and 6th place competitors, I believe, at the national tryouts. So since the top 4 competitors at nationals make the team, the 5th and 6th place people earn alternate positions where if any of the top 4 competitors can't go to the World Championships, then those 5th or 6th people get called up to go to Worlds. So anyways, this was my first time traveling to Europe actually, so I was obviously really excited for that. The hotel that the tournament was at was really nice, and of course the weather in Spain was great because it's Spain. One of my favorite parts about the tournament location was the actual venue that the competition took place in. The room was almost circular and was pretty big from what I can remember. Also, there was an outdoor strip mall near the hotel, which is something that I don't have at home, so it was cool to, see that and experience that. And I think it goes without saying that all the touring we did was great considering the fact that we were in Europe, and especially since we were in Spain. One thing I really take interest in when I'm traveling in Europe is the churches. I really like seeing the architecture, and the churches are obviously a lot older in Europe than they are in North America, so it's cool to see the history in person. I remember going to one giant church where we were allowed in the basement of it, and I think seeing that sparked my interest in seeing certain types of architecture, again especially in Europe, so that's why I chose Cadiz, Spain as my 2nd favorite choice. Now finally, my 1st favorite tournament location, Dublin, Ireland. I went to Ireland for the 2014 and 2016 World Championships. Since I have Irish history in my family, I've always wanted to go to Ireland. Also, since I'm a Conor McGregor fan, that was an extra incentive to go. The first time I went in 2014 was great. The hotel was cool and wasn't in a busy area, so it was nice to be able to go outside and just hang out. The competition room itself was nice and it was attached to the hotel too, so that made it easy to run back and forth from the competition room to my hotel, which I actually do a lot when I go to tournaments, whether I'm forgetting something or just bored and just want to go hang out in my room, so that's nice. So in 2014, I got to learn a lot about the area and do some awesome things, but I think that when I went back in 2016, I had an even better experience. Of course, the venue was the same as before, but we did some awesome things during that trip when I wasn't competing. My favorite out of all the things we did was probably going to the Giant's Causeway, which is actually in Northern Ireland, but I guess it still counts since it's part of the same trip. If you haven't heard of that, I definitely recommend looking it up because it's really cool, and again was probably my favorite thing that we did that trip. I actually made a video of my trip there in 2016 and posted it on my YouTube channel, so if any of you guys are interested in seeing that, I'll link that down in the description. It's still one of my favorite videos that I've made, and I like to go back every now and then and watch it. And of course, downtown Dublin has a really great atmosphere and it's just awesome walking around and seeing things. So I definitely say that Dublin is first on the list of my favorite tournament locations so far. So that basically ends this video. I'm interested in hearing what you guys think. If you go to tournaments or have in the past, what were your favorite locations? And if you don't go to tournaments, what are some places that you would want to go to? Actually, while I was making this video, I was thinking that would be cool to make a video picking which places I wish would have tournaments. So that might be something you guys see in the future. But again, let me know what you guys think would make good tournament locations in the comments section down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.